Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're zeroing in on a really critical bottleneck for school managers, founders, and administrators. It's the need for a modern student information system, an SIS, that you can get up and running fast.
That's absolutely right. For those of you managing operations, the SIS is basically the central nervous system of your school. It's handling everything: enrollment, scheduling, academics, parent communication. But if you're on a tight deadline, maybe with limited staff, a slow rollout isn't just frustrating. It can be, well, catastrophic.
Okay, let's unpack this. Our mission here is to understand why that fast onboarding is so crucial. We're often talking about schools that realize, say, in August, that they need a new system, and they need to be live by September. So the speed of implementation, it doesn't just save money, it ensures everyone, administrators, teachers, parents, can actually use the system effectively from day one.
Exactly. And the value of that speed, it's really rooted in staff confidence and minimizing disruption. These lengthy rollouts, the ones that can drag on for 6 or 9 months, they often fail because staff just burn out fighting with these old legacy issues or, really complex setups.
Right. And for smaller institutions that don't have a big IT team, a complex implementation just guarantees delays and a lot of extra training costs. What we've learned through organizations like DreamClass is that this whole process doesn't have to take months. With dedicated onboarding support, a school can launch in weeks, sometimes even days.
And when the system sticks right away, the staff sees that return on investment so much sooner, which in turn really increases adoption. It's a huge contrast to traditional systems that demand, dedicated servers, these big IT projects just to get started.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting for me. We know the stakes are high, but what are the technical features we should be looking for? The ones that are, non-negotiable for speeding things up without sacrificing functionality.
I'd say we can focus on 3 core pillars here. The first one is technical simplicity. So you need to look for clear, step-by-step setup guidance that's built right into the platform, that allows your own staff to configure everything, not external consultants.
That makes a lot of sense, because if the interface is too complex, speed doesn't really matter. But I think the real headache for any administrator is moving all that old data, years of student records.
And that leads right to the second pillar, data mobility. Systems that are designed for a quick setup, they offer really robust, fast data import options. So we're talking about pre-configured templates, usually for XLS or CSV files, that let you map your existing records seamlessly. You shouldn't have to write custom code just to move your data.
Okay, so you've got simplicity and data mobility. What's the third pillar that ensures you launch on time?
Active support during the rollout. And this isn't just a generic help desk ticket. Quick implementation demands responsive customer support, maybe a dedicated specialist who is available specifically during your launch week. That immediate personal guidance is what prevents small errors from becoming major delays.
So we know the features,
Yep.
But how does a school manager actually vet a vendor to make sure that promise of speed is real? We need some concrete criteria.
Right. And here we need to shift from just features to vendor transparency and longevity. First, demand a transparent and, if possible, a guaranteed setup timeline from the vendor. If they can't tell you exactly when you'll be live, they probably aren't optimized for speed.
And with budgets always being tight, I imagine making sure the system lasts is also crucial.
Absolutely. The final consideration has to be long-term reliability. Choose a solution that's cloud-based. That guarantees mobile-friendly access for everyone, and it also ensures the system is continuously updated without disruptive downtime.
So evaluating platforms that way, it minimizes disruption and ensures you get immediate value and sustained efficiency.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's really about this. When schools invest in platforms that are optimized for quick setup, everyone can get their focus back on the students, back to the core mission of learning, instead of struggling with a complicated system.
This raises a really important question for you to consider. These quick setup platforms are especially beneficial for smaller schools with limited staff, as they are proven to reduce workload and just significantly improve system adoption across the board.
Yeah, think of it as the difference between buying flat pack furniture with clear instructions versus just a pile of lumber and a vague blueprint. The goal is confident, immediate assembly.
Thank you for tuning in to The Deep Dive.